Hey everyone, this is Alan Howe. I'm a Democratic candidate for president in 2020. I'm in Callaway near Panama City, Florida, where I finished my Air Force career back in January of 2005. You might know that a couple months ago, Panama City and this area was hit by a major hurricane. And you would hope that your friends and neighbors and fellow Americans down here had witnessed a rapid cleanup, but that hasn't happened. And that caused me to think about some of the differences between the two major political parties. So I want to talk about those differences in two respects. And we'll start with their attitudes towards government. Frankly, Republicans don't like government. They think, and have told you since the early 1980s, that government is the problem, not the solution. They'll tell you that the worst words you could hear are, "I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you." Let me tell you, these people would like to see someone from the government show up and help them. Panama City is a disaster area. I drove down from Montgomery, Alabama this morning. From 50 miles away in Cottondale, Florida, I started seeing more blue tarps and more destroyed trees than I could count. Here in Panama City, it looks like a war zone. It is devastation everywhere you can see. If I had to use one word to describe this area right now, that word would be destroyed. Democrats, unlike Republicans, understand that humans habitually create government to do things for themselves that they cannot do by themselves. No one by themselves can clean up this mess. Panama City and the neighboring communities cannot clean this up by themselves. They need federal government. Now, of course, this is tied to climate change. And here I suppose we have to give Ronald Reagan a little bit of credit. When he said government is the problem, when it comes to climate change, it certainly is. At least it is when government is in the wrong hands. You might recall that the Clinton administration signed the Kyoto Accords to combat climate change. And then George Bush promptly unsigned the accords, and we did nothing for the entirety of his term. Barack Obama took over the presidency, and he signed the Paris Accords. And then we elected Donald Trump, and once again, America was out of the business of protecting the planet from climate change. That's a huge difference. This storm, I would like to say, is the last one to do this kind of damage in this area, but it's not. It can't possibly be. We're having more natural disasters, bigger natural disasters, more widespread and more expensive natural disasters than ever before. We have to fight back. We have to fight against climate change. We have to deploy renewable energy sources, 21st century energy sources, and get rid of 19th century energy sources like oil and coal. We need energy sources that don't poison our water, poison our stream, our air, and poison our children. We can do this, but we can only do it if we elect the right sort of people, Democrats. I promise you that if you support my run for the presidency in 2020, that as your president, I will fight climate change, and I will ensure that your government never, ever, ever leaves you to clean up a mess like this on your own. Thank you.